Alright, welcome everybody to Freddie's Modern Kung Fu. I'm Sifu Freddie Lee. In this video, somebody requested for me to have a tutorial on how to do a Kip Up. Now, this is something that I don't really specialize in. This is more gymnastics type things and breakdancing type things. But it's just something nice to be able to do if you can. And the way that I see it is that, like a lot of these techniques in gymnastics, it's not really all about like how strong you are or even how flexible. Sometimes it's just a way, just like knowing how your body moves and getting a feeling for something. And that's kind of hard to teach, you know. And now when it comes to these techniques, I'm more promote things that are not too dangerous to do at home by yourself. And the Kip Up is something that's not that dangerous, as long as you do it the right way. Now when it comes to doing backflips and front flips like that, you can really hurt yourself pretty badly, especially if you land on your neck and land on your head. That's not good at all. You can land in the hospital, you can become paralyzed. There's a lot of crazy things that could happen, really bad accidents. But as far as the Kip Up is concerned, it's not dangerous. It's something that you can learn. It just takes some time. Alright, I'm going to try to attempt to try to teach you the best that I can, but it's more, like I said, it's more based on feeling. And sometimes people could do it without their hands, and I'm still trying to work towards that. I still can't get the feeling of how to do it without the hands, but I could definitely do it with the hands. Alright? So first, you're going to have to learn to basically just stretch out your body. So the way that you stretch it out right now, I have your knees straight, and I want your legs to come over your head, and I want you to straighten out your knees. You need to get used to this stretch right there. You should be able to do that no problem. Now, if you can't get your feet to touch the ground, then I'd say that you're going to have to work towards that before you try to do it. So try to get working towards getting your feet to touch the ground, get the knees straight. That's the first thing. Alright? The next thing is, I want you to get used to keeping your chin close to your chest, because that's going to prevent you from slamming your head on the ground. And that's one of the main things that I want to prevent you from getting hurt. Also, try to do this maybe on the grass or on the carpet rather than hardwood floor or the cement, because it's going to hurt more if you do it on a harder surface. So we got some mats here. You want to use mats, grass, or carpet, something that's softer. Alright, so keep your chin tucked to your chest while you roll back. Okay? So just get used to that. Now I want you to get used to this rolling motion too. Going back and forth, keeping those knees straight. So be able to touch the ground with your feet, with your knees straight, and then just keep rolling back forward. Okay? So you get used to that. Next thing I want you to get used to is just kicking, extending your legs up as you roll back. So you're going to kind of come here and then extend the legs up like this. And I also want you to just have your hands right here. Get used to this stretch right here. Okay, try to get your body more aligned. Some people, they put their hands right here, but I like to put it here. And just kind of get the feeling of the back, on the back of your neck and your upper back. So once again, try to hold this position right here. Like that. Try to hold that position for me. Alright? Now, when you get used to that, then just go ahead and drop the knees down like this too. And hold that position. Okay, so roll back and then drop the knees down. Hold that position. Alright, so you're getting used to this rolling motion too. I want you to get used to this. Just kind of rolling back and forth while you keep your chin close to your chest. So now my head shouldn't really be touching the ground. I'm just getting used to rolling. Alright, so now I want you to get used to this one right here, kicking up and then rolling out. Kicking up and then rolling out. Kicking up, rolling out, and then kicking up, rolling out. Okay? Alright, now the way that this technique is executed is you're pushing off your upper back. You're pushing off your upper back, and then that gets you out landing on your feet. Alright? But not only your upper back, but we're going to use the assistance of our hands. So we're gonna have your hands like this as you roll back. So you want your hands like this right here. You know, palms facing this way, the fingers facing back, close to your head. So I roll back, and then I have my hands ready, prepared. So I roll back with my knees in. You see that? With my chin tucked to my chest, and then I have my hands back. Okay? You need to have the basic flexibility of this in order to do it. Alright? This is another stretch that will help. It's called the bridge. So put your feet on the floor, on the mat. Put your hands right here, and then pop up onto your head like this, and then use your hands to push up like this. Try to go up on your toes. If you can't go up on your toes, you can hold like this. Go up on your toes, straighten out the elbows. Okay? Now, that's called a bridge. If you can get used to that stretch too, that will help. Alright? So, now, we kind of go back, put our hands here, put your knees here. Now I want you to get used to kicking up. Now you're going to have your hands back here, and then you kick up. Hands back here, kick up. Hands back, kick up. Alright, get used to that. Now, we're pretty much at the level of where we're ready to attempt it. Now when you attempt it, and you don't get it, you're going to land on your upper back, you're going to land in your lower back. But as long as you don't let your head slam against the ground, then you'll be fine. Okay? So, I'm going to show you how it's going to look when you actually complete it. And I'm going to show you how it's going to look if you don't complete it. The main thing is keeping your chin close to your chest so your head does not slam against the ground. This is what keeps it safe. And this is why I approve this technique for people to practice, just to work on it, just to see if they could do it. Alright? So, we come over here, and we're going to kick up. Now, when you kick up, I want you to kick up towards the ceiling. Actually, it's going to be like at an angle this way. Like out. Not forward, but like at an angle here. Not completely up, but more like an angle here. But not forward. Because if you go forward, you're just going to land on your back. So you need to come at this angle here. So, you come over here, and we're going to kick up, and then we're going to use our upper body, the back, and then we're going to kind of do it like this rolling motion like this off the ground. And it all has to be in coordination. You kick as you roll your shoulders, and then your hands will push out. So you kick, you roll your shoulders, and your hands push out. So you kick, roll your shoulders like this, and then you push out, and you kick all at the same time, so it's more like this. Like that type of motion while you're on the back. You see, you need to coordinate this motion. That's something else you can practice right here. Just kick out like this, try to get your shoulders into it, and then kicking out, okay? So we're ready to do it. So you kind of come here, and then you just kick out like that, okay? I'm going to keep doing it so you can see it. A lot of times you just learn by watching. It's not really much I can say, you just have to keep watching it. Do it a few times this way. Okay. Now this is what happens when you can't do it. See, it's still safe. I'm not landing in my head, just landing on my back. Now, that's what you have to do get used to it. Just keep kicking that way. Like I said, it's really hard to teach it because it's like body movement. And it's the same thing with the back flip and all these flips in general. It's like a feeling that you get. And that's kind of hard to teach, you know. And, you know, teaching somebody how to get stronger is one thing. But teaching them like how to move their body in a certain way like this, it's not that easy, you know. So you gotta keep working on it and working on it. But hopefully those tips could help a little bit. I really don't know what else to you know, what else to add. You can also get used to rolling. You know, just a simple roll. Just kind of get you in a feeling of how to work with the floor. You just kind of tuck your chin to your chest again, so that your head doesn't touch the ground and your upper body touches the ground. Just roll. Okay, and then you can also try to roll back, roll on the shoulder here, and just roll back. Okay. Now, when you get good at the kip up, you could do the kip up right after the roll. So it comes like this, like that. Okay. That's when you get used to the kip up. Then you just add that little roll in there, which is pretty cool. Like that, you know. And you know, I promote, you know, you to better yourself without hurting yourself. So this is an exercise that you're really not going to get hurt. Just make sure you got a soft surface to work with, and you keep your chin close to your chest so you don't slam your head against the ground. Okay? So hopefully that'll help you out a little bit. And you know, you should get it. It's just not, you don't have to be that strong. You might have to have a certain amount of flexibility. And you just have to like put more effort to kick harder and push off the ground more, you know. And that's it, you know. Good luck.